Hello and welcome to the Cleave video. Today we will talk about this skill and its usage across the game. We will see how versatile it is and how good it really is, and where you should use this skill. Cleave. It's a skill that damages enemies in front of you, that leaves bleed, and have 3 charges. The essences for that skills are spread across weapons, chest and shoulders. On the offhand, we can either increase our damage or we can make enemies explode after death, only if we kill them with Cleave. But it is better to stay with this one. It does more damage overall. In hand has only one essence, which makes our Cleave strike in full circle. Increased damage is after mastery levels. This shoulder piece will spread the bleed from the Cleave. And this one will increase the Cleave range, which I will show you right now. So this one is with the extra range. It is pretty wide, and this one is just a regular. The difference is very visible. Let's get right into the open world farm. We will have this chest plate to increase our whirlwind damage. We will have the Cleave strike in the full circle, the furious charge, and this is basically our build. And let's see the damage. So at first, our Cleave without any buff will do 23k without the crit, and we leave 3k bleed. And with crit, we will do 67k. So I would say it is pretty much. And here is how I would run this build. I would use Furious Charge to get into the location, and I will do damage with the Cleave. There is obviously a better way to use that and to do more damage, which I will show in the next build. Right now it is not really good build for PvE. I mean, it's usable. If you want, you can use it, but there are many more builds, which I covered in my previous videos. And I believe the Gloom set will increase our damage even more. So I will change the chest plate to increase our damage by 10% after we use Furious Charge, and we will see the difference. So 70k after the Furious Charge, and before without it, it was 67k with crit. So it is obviously better, and I am pretty confident that with the Gloom set after our dash, we would one-shot most of the regular monsters. After all, I would rather in PvE, in open world, have the new offhand that burn enemies and my previously favorite build that I shown you in my latest video, and I wouldn't rate this very high. It is usable in PvE, but 5 out of 10, the best I can do right now. I wouldn't give it higher. But in the dungeons, we will focus on the continual damage. So ground stomp, bleed, and damage from bleed. Like this chest plate, because we will use the whirlwind. This one will leave bleed over 3 seconds, so we should max out this chest plate, and we should see the maximum amount of damage we can do with the whirlwind. Big part of this build actually are set items. 4 out of 6 Grace set and 2 out of 6 V2. because there will be so much continual damage that the Grey set will pop many times. It will be our main source of the single target damage on the boss. And the V2 set will be to have our Wrath of the Berserker even longer. This obviously isn't the material to get our dungeons done solo, because we cannot put the Undying Rage anywhere. All the slots are taken, obviously. So throughout the way and the run for the boss, we have to rely on our teammates. And our only job, which we won't do very effective compared to the Necromancer or Demon Hunter or any other class, will not be as effective. And we will see it right now. One of our teammates unfortunately got offline, so we'll have to do the 3 versus 1, and here we have it. Wrath of the Berserker, bleed, ground stomp, bleed, 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 cleave, cleave, bleed, cleave, some whirlwind, because after we apply 3 attacks with our main and we use cleave, we have maximum stacks for our chestplate. So our whirlwind will do 50% more damage. So after this, knowing that we don't have better build than this one, I will rate this 7 out of 10. There is one more, but not for this video. And the PvP. The PvP is the place where the cleave is the best to use. We will have our cleave strike in the full circle. We won't use the whirlwind. We will use Furious Charge with the additional damage from chest plate also. So we will change the chest plate, and we will leave our offhand as it were all the time. And as I said, the PvP is where Cleave really shines. But since I am not prepared, I don't have my dash build. I mean the dash set. The gloom set. That's the word. The gloom set. I don't have it. So let's see the highlights of the PvP match I had using the Furious Charge, the Cleave, and the Wrath of the Berserker. So we should start soon. Okay, here. Look. This is where AoE Cleave is very useful, because as you can see there is at least 3 enemies everywhere around me. So when I use the Cleave around me, I can just hit at least something. I can hit something. We had 1 kill right there. Oh, this one is pretty good. Look. Charge, and he is dead. Weird. But you could see how it's supposed to work. We are supposed to charge onto somebody, use Cleave a few times, and he should be dead. And if he's not dead after the Furious Charge and the Cleave, we will finish off with the primary attack. Oh, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with that. And this one is like straight from the book. Furious Charge, Cleave, Cleave. And he's dead. We should see another one soon. 1, 2, 3. And we will die to the skulls from Necromancer, of course. But on to the next one. I will charge. I will do 38, 39k with the Cleave. And he's also dead. And another one. charge, cleave, cleave, and primary attack. And we have 2 kill streak. And at the end, charge, cleave, cleave, main, and we killed him. Yeah, the only missing here is the Gloom set, but I can say it is straight 9 out of 10. Very, very powerful build. That's it for today. Share your opinions in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye!